My parents left me to raise my schizophrenic sister alone, then called me a monster for getting her professional help. The day I found my sister's body in that cold, desolate drainage ditch, a part of me shattered, but another part ignited. It wasn't just grief. It was a terrifying, all-consuming firestorm of rage, a vow that the monster who took her from me would pay, no matter the cost. My sister Nina was just 23 when she got her schizophrenia diagnosis. Honestly, it wasn't a shock. Growing up, I'd constantly hear her whispering in her room, then she'd freeze mid-sentence, staring blankly at the wall like I'd just walked in on a secret conversation I wasn't supposed to hear. Or that other time she went a month without showering, convinced people were watching her through the pipes. And you know the craziest part? Even though I was only 2 years older, my parents just left her to me. They thought I knew what I was doing. I didn't. All I knew was sacrificing everything, canceling plans, passing up college, putting my own life on hold. All for Nana. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't some grand act of selflessness. If it had been up to me, I probably would have just left her home and lived my life. But my parents, if they ever caught me doing anything that wasn't about Nana, they'd absolutely lose it. They'd scream, wail, call me a huge disappointment. So when I finally saved enough money to get her properly diagnosed, my idiot parents were shocked. They genuinely had no clue. By then, they'd found another place to live, leaving us crammed in a tiny 300-square-foot apartment. I was working 70 hours a week at Chipotle, barely making ends meet. It was too much. I was breaking. That's when I decided she needed professional help. With an insurance plan, we got a pretty good deal at a mental institution called Stone. And even though Nana could be a monumental pain, I truly, truly loved her. So, before I left her there, I snuck around, interviewed other patients, inspected every single room, and made sure she was actually happy with it. I visited her at least 5 times a week, always bringing fresh blankets, new clothes, and her comfort items. She kept telling me it was helping her get better. Then my parents found out. I still remember the call. "Can you put Nana on the phone?" my mom asked, sweet as pie. I would, but she's at Whitstone Institution. There was this audible gasp over the phone. "What kind of sister are you?" she screeched. I hung up before she could spew any more of her garbage. It wasn't fair. I deserved a life too. And from that moment on, I finally started living it. I spent that year getting my full story link in bio.